we begin with our lesson number 5. We added quite a lot of drawings for the lessons 2, 3, and 4. And try just to look at them, just make a copy of them, and place it next to you for the case when you, for the time when you will study your lessons. These drawings give the general knowledge, information in just, they're just like illustrations. They illustrate the necessary knowledge of the Kabbalah, enabling you to prepare yourself for the lesson 5 and further. It doesn't matter what you understand, what you don't understand, just look at this, try to visualize what you will see on these drawings. You will need these drawings also later. They will help you. And in addition to them, we will make from time to time drawings for a concrete matter that we meet in the Zohar. A very important feature is that the drawings in our vision are of less importance. Just to illustrate something, but not to remember these, to try to remember these drawings. Because we are working with the spiritual drawings that must be engraved in your inner and not on the piece of paper. And only when we can't just get through only by words, sometimes it helps to make a drawing. It's a secondary, something which is auxiliary, and not don't place it on the first place. It's very important what I tried to say. And now is the moment that we will start with the Ma'amar Shoshana, with the commentary of Hasulam. So page 1, we see the commentary Hasulam, and at the left column you see the letter Aleph, and this is the reference letter that corresponds with the letter Aleph in the line 5 of the basic text of the Zohar itself. First, Hasulam gives normally the plain translation of the Zohar, of the text of the Zohar, of the ot of the Zohar, paragraph of the Zohar. And he adds sometimes a word, something that helps us to understand the plain meaning of the wording of the ot of the Zohar. And then he goes further with the actual explanation of the ot. The right column of Hasulam, the line 1, and as if everyone makes his own by hand, just manual, you make your own lining. You make lines, the numbers, you're numbering the lines just by hand. Everyone does it by himself. Yeah. Okay. And on the line I have Miriam. I told you already, and she now remembered me that we finished already the 15th line in the left column. Yes, I see it. I see that you are right. So the left column, the line 16. Rabbi Chizkiya Fatach Babiur Hanukva de Zeir Anpin 17. Levaer Seder Atsiluta Mi'ima Shehi Habina Hanikra 18. Bashem. The next page, Bet, the right column, line 1. Bashem Elokim. Point. We are turning back to the first page. The left column, the line 16. Just try to follow with your eyes whilst I am reading, just to follow with your eyes, be concentrated, fully concentrated, but not to try to overwhelm, to work only with your head. Just let it happen to you. But correlate the sounds that you hear and the letters and the words of Hasulam. 16. Rabbi Chizkiya and Rabbi Chizkiya Patach opened Babiur with the translation, with the explanation Hanukwa de Zeeranpin, of the Nukwa of Zeeranpin. 17. Levaer, in order to explain Seder Atziluta Miima, the, how do you call it, Seder, the order of her emanation out of the Ima. I will explain it a little bit further. First, we will finish the sentence. Shehi Habina, that she, the Ima, that she is the Bina. Hanikra, that is named, in the name, literally I translate, the next page, bet, the right column, the line 1, Bashem Elokim, that she is called in the name of Elokim. It's in this language is like this, that they say in the name she is called, or he is called, she is called in the name Elokim. It means that her name is Elokim. Yeah, it's the way how they express it in this language is like this. And now I turn back again to the page 1, the left column, the line 16. So he said the Rabbi Hizkiah Patach, Rabbi Hizkiah opened. He opened, it's like discussion, to open the discussion. It doesn't matter that whether he is alone or whether he is surrounded by one or more other Kabbalists. Just he opens these discussion, and he said to us, Hasulam, that he opens it with the explanation of the Nukwa of Zeeranpin. And maybe here we need some more information. As we know, there are 5 main basic Sfirot: Keter, Chochma, Bina, Zeeranpin, and Malchut. Here we are coming across the name Hanukwa, the Nukwa of Zeeranpin. The Nukwa means a feminine part of Zeeranpin. And it suggests also that it is also the Malchut. And we will see the Malchut is normally we're speaking about Malchut when it is exactly when it is the 5th Sphira, when we are counting in general 5 Sphirot, that something exists out of the 5 Sphirot. And when the Malchut has 10 developed Sphirot, it means 10 Sphirot that could, or 10 or 5, that could receive the light, then we call it normally Malchut. But when she is, as it were, not developed, that means she is then she is, as it were, the part of Zeeranpin. And by the way, every sphera has also its own malchut. Yeah? Also, Zeir Anpin has also his own malchut, but the malchut of Zeir Anpin, the name of here is Nukva, the feminine part of him. It's like this, that the 4 sphirot in one sphera are, or in one partsuf, they are masculine, as it were, towards the 5th or the 10th sphera, that is feminine. The receiver in the spirituality is a feminine part. And that's why he said, no, and what is important for us, for Rabbi Hizkiah, why he opens the discussion with the explanation of the nukva, of the feminine part of the Zeir Anpin. First of all, there is, as I've told already in the past lessons, the Chokhmah is masculine. Maybe I didn't tell it, but the Chokhmah is masculine, and the Binah is feminine towards the Chokhmah, in connection to the Chokhmah. And these two, Chokhmah and Binah, make up a higher couple, a higher world. And the lower couple is Zeir Anpin and Nukva. Zeir Anpin is the masculine, and the Nukva is, or Malchut, is feminine. What is it all about, that this, what we see, that it exists of masculine and feminine? The Keter is the potential. It's Ein Sof, as it were, on every level. It's a light itself. That comes to a certain degree a cloth that is a cloth to the light, and the active parts of every how do you call it, entity, of every entity, yes, of every entity forms these four phases: Chokhmah, Binah, Zeir Anpin, and Malchut. They form a skeleton, a skeleton of everything that lives, and they correspond with the name, with the holy name, the holiest name, of the Creator, Yud Kei Vav Kei. And these Chokhmah and Binah, as we saw, were only the stages of the transforming of the light, the phases of the transforming of the light, the attributes of the light. And Zeir Anpin and Malchut is already the receiver. And that's why it is so important for the Rabbi Hizkiah to tell us, to explain us about this nukva, the feminine part, the nukva of Zeir Anpin. And more of it, because we, the souls, the human beings, we are the product of Zeir Anpin and Nukva. How we will learn it? Our, how do you call it? Hemelse Vader. Our heavenly Father is Zeir Anpin, and our heavenly Mother is Malchut. What does it mean? It sounds like religious something, a religious statement. No, it's not a religious statement. But look, in the same way, Zohar tells us somewhere else that in the same way as a person has a physical mother and physical father here on earth, in the same way, and they that make up his body. The body is made by the father, physical father and mother of a person. In the same way, the neshama, the soul of a person, has its own parents, father and mother. From where this soul comes, the soul comes, neshama, we call it neshama. The general word for the soul is neshama. And the father of it is Zeir Anpin. And the mother of this soul is the Malchut. And that's why he finds it important to start with explanation of the nukva of Zeir Anpin. And we will see also that the relation between the Chokhmah and Binah, they are always in a perfect condition. They are standing next to each other, and they are standing in the position that they are watching each other. They are looking at each other, as it were. Looking, it means copulation. That he gives her and she reflects the light. This is the copulation. But we use the word zivug. So they are standing in the zivug, non-stop zivug. And this is the attribute of the higher world. But the lower world is not as the translations of the Zohar in English wants you to believe, that they say that the lower world is the physical universe. It's not like this. The lower world is the same, the blueprint, still the blueprint of, among others, our physical universe, but not our physical universe itself. So the lower world is Zeir Anpin and Nukva. This couple, and Zeir Anpin gives to the Nukva. And in the lower world is a little bit different, that Zeir Anpin, sometimes they are standing in the position that they are shining to each other, but sometimes not. And all the operational, everything that comes into our world, also into the physical universe, comes from these two. Of course, it comes also from others, but the direct ruling system, operational system, is Zeir Anpin and Nukva. Do I missing something else to explain more about this? Okay. This was just, again, more and more introductions. Doesn't matter, because this study must be all included, all included in all-included way. Everything we will try to place here that normally we get out of several different sources. But everything is also in the Zohar itself, but only needs a little bit, sometimes from time to time, a little bit more of introduction. In the line 17, he says, Levaer Seder Atziluta, in order to explain the Seder, the order of hair, emanation of the Nukva, of the Zeir Anpin, out of the Ima. And Ima, we have something else, in another name, Ima, we had it also in the line 5. We had also over there, we read, he said, Abba and Ima, Chochma and Binah. Chochma is Abba. Abba means father. And Binah is Ima, mother. And this is the same, but the same like Chochma and Binah, but in the world of the Atzilut, the world of the correction, where some tikkun took place, correction, installment, that due to which the Abba, the Chochma, received the name, additional name. Chochma received additional name, father, Abba, and the Binah received additional name, Ima, mother. We can guess why, because when we're speaking about father and mother, then it means that they, in their connection to the children, to their children, And the children are Zeir Anpin and Nukva, or Zeir Anpin and Malchut. By the way, it's very important for us to realize ourselves that we are studying the heavenly, godly family. And this is probably a right attitude to start with the Zohar. We are starting to learn this godly family, and we don't know anything about them, and that's why we must be open to see and to look and to watch and to feel in what kind of relations they are to each other, and how these relations are changing in some situations, everything like this. Why? Because in such a way, if we know, the more we know and feel about their relationships, their relations, the more we could resemble to them. Resemble means our inner, to bring it in conformity with them. And then we will become like a part of them. Only then we would be able to receive from them. So he said to us in the line 17, Levaer, so he opened Rabbi Hizkiah in order to explain to us the way of the order of the emanation of the Nukva out of the Ima. And this is very important for us. It's something, an item for us, that the Malchut or the Nukva is emanated out of the Ima. Important fact for us, because she is, as it were, the Zeir Anpin preceded here. But Zeir Anpin is, in some way, we will learn, is a masculine towards here, and in another respect is Zeir Anpin also a brother, and she is like a sister. And both of them have Ima as mother. In such a way we will learn this godly family and learn also to live with them and to love them. It is as if you went to someone, to a family, and you just logieren. You just stay with them for a time, and you didn't know them, and now you are in everyday life, you look, you watch them, what are their characters, their attitudes, everything. This will help you in this study. Shehi Bina, the mother, the Ima, he said again, that she is Bina. We have Ima, and we have another name of here, this Bina. Bina is a general name, the general name of this unit, spiritual unit of the operational system of the universe. And another name she said that the name of here is Elohim. The page Bet, the right column, Elohim, another name of the Binah is Elohim. Here probably is good to give some about this, some information about this name. First of all, remember that nothing is in the Kabbalah, nothing is symbolic, nothing is allegoric, as they want you to believe in it. I have everything what you come, if you come and name a cross, it doesn't matter what kind of name, positive, negative in your imagination, then everything is what we are studying is meaningful in the same way as in the Torah. Every word in the Torah, every single word is the name, belongs to the name of Hashem, of the Creator. And you can say, but there are bad guys in the Torah. Bilam, Lavan, who mistreated, is there such a word? Mistreated, who mistreated Yaakov, and many others. Pharaoh. No, so if you feel like this, just change your attitude. Because every word in the Torah, and sometimes the Torah gives an uitgebreid, and lengthy biography, or how do you call it, of Yishmael or something else. Every word is important. Even the places that are called in the Torah, every word is speaking about the name of the Creator. In such a way, also in the Kabbalah, the Zohar is the explanation, the inner secret explanation of the Torah. So Elohim, the name Elohim, and the name Elohim is the name of the Creator in his in his character, in his attribute, in his attribute of the severity, quality of seemingly severity of the law. It's, as it were, on the contrary of the quality of the chesed, the loving kindness. And both are necessary, because from both these, the Creator made this, all his creation existing out of these two powers. Loving kindness in the right line, and the seemingly severity, din, the name of it, din, the law, the stringent law, in the left line. And out of these two, we must build up in every situation, the middle line. How all Zohar will learn us this, and only through the receiving of through the middle line, we can receive the light in a kosher way, the light that builds us up, that gives us fulfilling. And so we see that the name Elohim is the name also of the Binah. And we see that what we didn't tell it yet, that Chokhmah is situated right and on the right side, and the Binah on the left side. And we will see that everything that is right on the right side is Chasadim, is loving kindness, and in the left side is Din, severity, as it were. And both of them are Kedusha, the holiness, belong to the holiness. Point